The next place we visited was Lake Atitlan. Lake Atitlan is surrounded by 3 volcanoes that add to the beautiful scenery in this area.
Also around this lake is 11 towns and villages, and of those 11 we visited 3 of them. Panajachel, Santa Catarina, and San Marcos.
We decided to stay right in Panajachel. That's kind of like the main town of the area. It's the hub where you arrive. It's got the biggest market and the best place to buy all of your cheap souvenirs.
Yeah, like this hoodie I got for $10. There is little stalls set up all along the side of the road to buy souvenirs or clothes.
Pana was the first place that we tried that ice cream with the jam on it. And it was so cheap.
Yeah.
And it's like a fresh coconut ice cream that we'd made.
There's also a super cheap local market. You get like mango for like 75 cents or a whole pineapple for like $1.
No.
Hey, what do you think of street tacos?
It's the best. It's spiffy.
But while we were there, the kids, I don't know why we let them, but there's these little whistles that you put in your mouth and you can make all kinds of different noises with it. And they just would not stop for, I don't know, we were there for 4 days.
Yeah.
I think they bought it on the first day and it was the entire time. It just constantly in the room as we're walking down the road. Pretty much all day long they're blowing on this stupid thing.
I knew it would be a mistake.
I guess they had fun.
They had fun. The one downside of Pana is the dogs. They are completely overrun with dogs. It's a big problem. Mm-hmm. And you hear them all hours of the night. They bark all night long. Mm-hmm. Just a short tuk-tuk ride from Pana is Santa Catarina.
We jumped on a tuk-tuk and the guide, we climbed in and then he turned down this crazy tight alleyway. It was like this much room on either side of the mirror and he's cruising down this alley and I don't know how he's not scraping along things as he's going. And there was even people that we'd pass and they would like skinny up against the wall and the tuk-tuk would fly by and they seemed completely used to it, like it was a normal thing.
Obviously he's done this before.
Yeah. And then we get to Santa Catarina and it's a lot more quiet, which was nice. And the colors of the buildings. We heard that when they built there, they had a color scheme to pick from so that it kind of all flowed and it looks beautiful. There's like really dark blues and reds and you kind of walk through alleys and there's like paintings and murals on the wall and it's just a really beautiful place just to walk through.
Every town along the lake is known for something different. So there's one that's known for its weaving, one for ceramics. This one's known for the designs painted on the buildings.
Santa Catarina is kind of the place you would go if you want a quiet afternoon and just walk through streets without being right in the middle of the hustle bustle.
The other place we visited on Atitlan was San Marcos. We are going to San Marcos to meet some friends that we met at the border and jumping off some rocks and swimming.
Ooh.
You can catch a ferry there right from Pana, and I think it has the best views on the lake. You can see all 3 of the volcanoes right from there.
We went to San Marcos. We met some friends that we had met crossing the border into Guatemala, and we grabbed a sandwich from a coffee shop there, and we went to this park that's along the water, and it's a really nice, well manicured park with a trail that you can walk through, and it leads to all these rocks that you can jump off into the water. swim all the way back?
I can.
Okay. Woo! And then there was this massive platform that was, it says 12 meters, so that's like 35 feet.
And Dad thought I couldn't do it, and Jacob said he wouldn't do it until I did.
We didn't think that they would be brave enough to jump. And then all of a sudden, we're standing up there, and Avery just goes, okay, I'm going now. And she just runs off the platform.
I didn't even have my camera out, so I made her do it again.
Yeah. And then, because Avery did it, then Jacob's like, okay, well, I got to do it.
I thought I was gonna die when I jumped off the first time. You would fall for like 3 seconds and then like hit the water so hard that your feet would like make a big smack.
And then once they had both done it, then it was like a competition who could do it the most.
Yeah.
After my 8 times jumping, my feet were a little itchy, but yeah, I was a legend that day.
San Marcos is just full of hippies
As soon as we got off the boat, it's like you're walking by all these groupings of just people hugging.
and like legit hippies, like wearing
Yeah.
clothes that I've never seen. And it's, San Marcos is basically coffee shops and yoga studios. Yeah, so we're not really into yoga, but we are into having some peace and quiet once in a while, so that was really nice. Had the best views, quiet pace, chill vibes, good food, good coffee, and the scenery is unreal. And then with that place to cliff jump and swim was just the cherry on top. San Marcos was by far our favorite place on Lake Atitlan.
We're going to be traveling for a really long time, so if you want to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications, we have a lot more adventures.